Happy Death Day 2 is a very good sequel to Happy Death Day, and it came out 2 years after the first one, and it is just like the first one. It's funny and it's suspenseful, and there's a lot of jokes in it that do leave you in stitches, and the humor is great. Thankfully, there's no burp jokes, fart jokes, piss jokes, shit jokes. I'm not a fan of those. The acting in this movie is great. Jessica Roth is great as Tree. She's sarcastic, witty, funny, and very hot, very good looking. And Israel Bazard is back as Carter, and uh, Rachel Matthews is back as Danielle. Learn to remember stuff right, man. And the rest of the cast from the first movie, they all return, including some new characters, including this nerdy friends group that Carter and Ryan are members of that are science geeks that help with the story. They got some good stuff to do in the plot. And the dean of the school is very authoritative. He's very funny, uh, and in this story, the time loop, we discover that it wasn't some karma trying to teach Tree a lesson. It was this science project that Ryan was working on. The Ryan, Carter's roommate, that malfunctioned and caused a time loop. And I love the false protagonist trope at the opening. We think Ryan's the new protagonist, but then it turns out to be, of course, it's Tree. It switches to her, and the machine malfunctions again, sends her into this alternate universe where the version of her in that universe is sent to her original universe, and we never get to see what that version of Tree does in the original universe, which we could have went back and forth with that. Although they probably thought audiences would find that confusing, but whatever. Um, um, okay, in the alternate universe, a lot of people who are mean or a bit more nicer, like Danielle. She's nicer. She's a talented actress. I love the scene where she pretends to be this blind French girl to distract the dean and torment him by breaking his nose with a cane and other stuff. Funny. Yeah. And also this funny montage with this hilarious ways how Tree like gets rid of herself and the well, I can't say the S word, so I'll just say get rid of herself. And the 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 song in it, it's a good pop song, nowhere near as good as the Demi Lovato song from the first movie. The acting is great. She's great as Tree. Israel Bizarre is great as Carter. The rest of the cast all do well with their roles. They all come back from the first movie, including these new characters, these group of nerds that help out with this discovering of the project. I'm seeing nicknamed Sissy, how they try to reprogram it to send Tree back to her world, but she's conflicted about whether or not she wants to go back because there's a lot of interesting differences between that world and her original world, which I'm not going to spoil. You got to wait and see. But it brings out a lot of emotional moments in Tree for her family, her friends. Such wonderful, touching moments. And the identity of the killers in this universe is different. I'm not going to spoil what that is, but it's big surprises. And there's some good action scenes. Another good showdown between Tree and the killer. And the ending is very satisfying. And then we get this post credit scene with DARPA, something else that this franchise introduced me to that I've never heard of. I thought it was made up for the movie, but it's real. DARPA agents, they try to get the machine, and then they need a test subject, and Tree says, I have the perfect candidate, and it's Danielle. She's stuck in the time loop now. Spoiler. Okay, I spoiled that ending, but I'm going to spoil the whole thing. And maybe the sequel will be about Danielle. That would be funny because she really needs character development to be a better person. But she needs to learn a lesson. Uh, I mean, they've been talking about doing a sequel for years, and these actors they're a little too old to be playing college kids now. They could like skip ahead into the future and with them after college and their lives then in another time loop. But we'll wait and see. Oh no, this is a satisfying sequel, but nowhere near as good as the first one. Very funny, very entertaining. I give it 2 thumbs up. That's my review. If you like it, please hit the like button. Subscribe for more. Thank you. God bless you. Bye.